Hello and welcome. I'm Anjana Kashyap. It's been close to 2 years now since the Russia-Ukraine war began. The war continues even today. However, on India's Republic Day, we have a very special guest, the Prime Minister of Ukraine, Mr. Denys Shmyhal, who will talk about special relationship our country shares with Ukraine and also extend his best wishes to the people of India, a country that under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi has become a voice that the world listens to. Sir, a very warm welcome to you, Prime Minister Denys Shmyhal, on the India Today group and Aaj Tak. My first question to you, sir, would be, our heart really goes out to those innocents who are facing the wrath of war in your country. But it's so nice you could join us to extend your best wishes on our Republic Day. What would you like to say? How would you extend your wishes to the people of India?
Thank you very much. And first of all, congratulations on the occasion of the Republic Day of India. All the best to you, to your people, to your Prime Minister. It's a big honor and a pleasure for me to have this possibility to congratulate your people with this great day. On behalf of the government of Ukraine, let me please congratulate the people of India on the occasion of Republic Day. This day is not only a significant date in the history of your country, but also a symbol of the victory of freedom and sovereignty. So now my country is fighting for freedom and sovereignty, and Ukrainians, as never, and no one in this world appreciates sovereignty and independence. So all the best with your Republic Day from our heart, from my heart, from my government.
Thank you so much, sir. Prime Minister Modi has been in touch with your government, sir. What would be your message to him as India celebrates its Republic Day, Prime Minister?
So India is the biggest democracy, the biggest economy, one of the biggest economy in the world. So we understand that your Prime Minister, His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, is one of the biggest player in the global arena, in the G20 countries, and we are grateful to him personally for grateful organization, the last meeting of G20 countries, and for supporting on the global level of my country during this difficult period of full-scale Russian aggression against of my country. Russia would like to renew colonialism and Russian empire, and my country is fighting now for our freedom, for democracy values. So I'm really grateful to Prime Minister Modi and to Indian people for humanitarian support. Actually, some time ago, we have received 15th package of humanitarian support for Ukrainian people, for Ukraine. We really appreciate this. We are very grateful for this. So one of the way how to support Ukraine is supporting of peace formula of President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky. It's very simple 10 steps formula to bring on European continent and actually in Ukraine sustainable and long-term peace. So Russia should stop nuclear blackmailing of Europe and our country and demilitarize one of the biggest nuclear power station on Ukrainian territory. They should stop the war, they should stop the fighting, they should liberate all the lands occupied in our internationally recognized borders, and then they should pay for all damages, for all casualties which they bring to Ukraine. So we would be grateful, and we count on participation India in the next global summit, peaceful summit in Switzerland. Actually, India was represented on all previous meetings for global, which were held earlier in different parts of the world, and on the level of advisor of your Prime Minister and his deputies, India were presented in these negotiations.
PM Modi has actually categorically said, Prime Minister, that war is never the solution. It is not the solution. How do you particularly see his role in contributing to achieving peace in Ukraine, in this war?
Actually, I will repeat, peace formula is very clear plan to bring sustainable peace. So we wouldn't like to exchange sustainable peace by frozen conflict. So it's very important to press on Russia to stop this war, leave our territory occupied by Russia, and then it will bring us sustainable peace. Plus, issue of trust, issue of protection, of security guarantees. So we count that your Prime Minister will support peace formula of President Volodymyr Zelensky, and we all together with all of our partners, hundreds of countries will press Russia to stop this war and leave Ukrainian territories.
If I may ask, sir, what is the condition of the war right now? Would you like to tell us a little about what is going on? Because also regarding the supply of weapons, what is the situation that you were looking towards a lot of your allies? What is the situation regarding that?
So, thank you. So now Ukraine liberate more than 50% occupied territories, which Russia tried to occupy since 24/02, 22nd year. We continue our protection of our country. Now the front line is stabilized, and Ukrainian part and Russians continue tactical operations. We are preparing for the next steps in our strategic counteroffensive and liberation all of our lands in the internationally recognized borders as on 1991. We will fighting for our freedom. We will fighting for democratic values. We now produce enough quantity of drones. We begin production of our own weaponry and ammunition. We have huge support and very united support from our partners, from European Union, from United States, from United Kingdom, and other partners and allies. So we have intention to liberate all of our territories, but we understand that this war should be finished during diplomatic way, so during diplomatic negotiations. So because of this, we ask our partners to support our peace formula and press on Russia to finish this war. So this is actually way. But to create a strong negotiation position, we ask our partners support us with weaponry and ammunition to continue liberation of all our lands.
The next question, sir, would be, do you feel you're getting enough support? You've asked for support, you're asking your allies to be with you, but do you feel you're getting enough support from your allies? What is the progress of Ukraine regarding the European Union accession and NATO?
Actually, we have huge support from our partners during this even 2 years of the full-scale war. Unfortunately, we always need more, and especially if speak about ammunition, if speak about air protection, weaponry and ammunition. So actually now Russians continue shelling by rockets and drones our peaceful cities. Unfortunately, every night civilians are dying because of these missile attacks. So we ask for the air defense equipment, we ask for the artillery, shelling and ammunition, and we have this support. It's not sustainable, but during the last 2 years we have billions of dollars of military support. We also have a huge humanitarian support, and different partners implement different approaches to support Ukraine. Actually, we appreciate all these approaches because and financial and humanitarian and sanction and military support, everything is needed now to support Ukraine. We have more or less sustainable situation in our macro-financial and macroeconomical sphere, and we have intention to continue our fight on the battlefield. We have support from our partners. We are waiting now decision of United States and European Union, continue financial support. At the same time, despite the full-scale war, we implement all reforms which we need to become full-scale member of European Union. So it's our future, it's in our constitution. More than 90% of Ukrainian population support integration into the European Union. More than 90% of Ukrainian population support integration into NATO. So as a politician, as a head of a government, I will lead my country and will implement all needed reforms to be a member of European Union. But we also appreciate support of India and Indian people and Indian government. And we have our internal interest to continue our cooperation. We invite Indian companies to take part in recovery projects of Ukraine. We invite Indian companies to cooperate with Ukrainian business. India is one of the biggest economical partners. We have a huge increasing of our trading cooperation before beginning of this war. So I think that we should continue this trend and cooperate globally and bilaterally between Ukraine and India.
Prime Minister Denys Shmyhal, I'm sure you speak on behalf of your government and the people of Ukraine. Is there a sense within your country that people now want peace? Does your government, your people, want a truce now? If yes, on what conditions, sir?
Ukrainians, as no one around the world, would like to have a peace. We didn't begin this war. So Russia begins this war, and Russia could stop this war any minute when they will stop fight and leave our territories. So we just protect ourselves, we just protect our lives, lives of our children, our homes, our families. So we want to have sustainable and protected peace in our country. But Russia wouldn't like to stop. They continue occupy our territories, and we are fighting for the occupation. We are fighting for our people which are on the occupied territories. We are fighting for our children which Russia deported from occupied territories. More than 20,000 children are deported to Russian territory. This is official information which is proved in the international court. So we continue fighting for our values, for our children, for our people. And we should implement peace formula of President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, and it will bring sustainable peace on European continent. So all Ukrainians would like to have peace, but all Ukrainians understand that we should protect our lives.
Prime Minister Denys Shmyhal, you've already partially covered it, but as we end this interview, we go towards the end of this interview. How do you see what are the perspectives of cooperation that you see between Ukraine and India in these hard times, and how would you like it to go forward?
Sorry, population between Ukrainian population and
the cooperation between the Indians and Ukrainians, the governments, and how can we take that forward in these hard times?
So, as I told, it's our mutual interest to develop our cooperation. I will repeat, before beginning of this full-scale war, our cooperation increased dramatically, more than 30% per year. And our turnover in economical, in cultural, in all other spheres increased dramatically. So this war destroys some of our connections actually in import and export, in cultural and scientific and educational cooperation. I think that we should continue and develop our cooperation. So Indian students, it was one of the biggest part of our cooperation, Indian students in Ukraine. We invite students to continue their education in west part of Ukraine, which is more or less secure for now. We invite Ukrainian company continue cooperation, Indian companies continue cooperation with Ukrainian companies in sphere of food supplying, in grain supplying. So we also have very good cooperation in high technological industries. We produce special engines and other high technological production for Indian companies. We make and we will. We have a good will to continue this cooperation. And other spheres in medical sphere, we have very good cooperation. And I think that we should make this cooperation stronger, increase our volumes and cooperation. We especially should cooperate in the cultural sphere because it will make our people closer. It will make mutual understanding our nations and our cultures. So I invite Indians into Ukraine because big part of Ukraine now is secure, is deoccupied, liberated. So we may begin cooperation right now, and especially invite Indian companies for recovery of Ukraine, because recovery of Ukraine will be one of the biggest business projects on the European continent. So Russia destroyed our infrastructure, according to the World Bank data, in the amount $411 billion. So we understand that we should recover this all, rebuild Ukraine, and this hundreds of billions dollars will be invested in Ukraine, and we will need support companies, businesses, technologies from all around the world. So Indian companies are welcome to support Ukraine in our recovery.
Thank you so much, sir. I know your country faces a moment of crisis, but I see your strong resolution to come out of it with full strength. And in your busy schedule, you've taken out time to talk to us and congratulate us, extend your best wishes on our Republic Day. We would like to end it with any message that you would like to give to the world, to our fellow Indians who are celebrating this day. We would like to conclude it with a message, sir. Thank you so much. Anything that you would like to say?
Thank you so much. And once again, my congratulations with your Republic Day. I think that India is the biggest democracy, and I'm really glad and I'm proud that you may save the peace and you continue this philosophy and ideology to support peaceful world. And India proved that unity could be in diversity. So this is the biggest value, and this philosophy, this Indian global policy is very, very valuable. Thank you for this. We appreciate our cooperation. We appreciate so much your support. All the best to your Republic Day.
On behalf of all fellow Indians, I thank you, Prime Minister Denys Shmyhal, for taking out your time. A very big thank you to you. Much appreciated. Your entire conversation in which you show the resolution to come back with full power for the people of Ukraine to again see happy days. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.